One of the biggest mindset shifts that can affect your life in a powerful way is practicing patience. The power of practicing patience can extend to any single scenario or situation you're facing, whether it's a long-term goal you're working towards or really just a simple conversation that you're having with a family member or a close friend. We're often very impulsive. When somebody does something to trigger us or make us angry, our initial reaction is to lash out at them and really spread this anger to them without really taking a second to step back, breathe, relax, and really see if that's what we really wanted to say to them. And practicing patience in this scenario shows restraint. It shows that we don't have to react to this anger that's flaming up within us. That if we face it with a sense of love, compassion, and patience, it'll simply fizzle out. We're not feeding it our attention, we're not feeding it with more fire. And when we feed this anger, it's kind of like we're tossing metaphorical wood into this fire and we're fueling it. We're fueling our own anger by not restraining and not becoming patient. So practicing patience is more clearly seen when you're trying to accomplish a long-term goal. It doesn't have to just be in any short-term mission like a conversation. It can be seen when you're trying to write a book, produce an album, finish college, or really any dream or goal that you have that could take more than a year, multiple years, maybe 10, 20, 30 years. And when the fruits of our labor don't show up immediately, we have a natural reaction to doubt the process. We want to question whether we're on the right path and whether we're really wasting our time or not. And these doubts are natural, and they help us see more clearly whether we truly want what we think we want. If we give up based on mind-made stories of doubt, well, maybe we don't want what we think we want as much as we think that we want it. And if you truly want something, if you truly have a burning desire, a burning passion to accomplish some goal or to live some dream, you obviously want to achieve it as fast as possible, but you really don't care exactly when it happens because you care more about it happening in the first place. You care more about the journey and the process of it all. And say that my goal is to have, say, 1,000 YouTube subscribers. That's obviously the goal that I want, and that's the journey that I know that I'm on, but I know that that would never happen unless I fall in love with the journey, with the process of actually making these videos. And to me at this point, I don't really care how many subscribers I have. I don't care how many people are watching these videos because I know that I love making the videos. I know that I love sharing my viewpoints, opinions on these topics, and I know that I can help at least one other person. And this journey, I've really learned to fall in love with the process and know that if I have patience on this journey and make 100 videos, well, my 100th video is going to be far better than my first video, miles and miles and stratospheres better. Nobody likes to hear this, but patience is an essential skill. Many people scoff at the idea that patience can actually help you achieve your goals because we live in a society where instant gratification is normal. Instant gratification is the new norm. If you want social gratification today, in this moment even, you don't even have to go outside your home. You don't have to go outside and help somebody or add value to society in some way by creating something. You can simply post a picture of yourself onto Instagram and get likes from your friends in a matter of seconds. Not even minutes. You can literally get likes in a matter of seconds. And instant gratification is never going to fulfill you. You'll enjoy it for a couple minutes, maybe even an hour, but you'll always want more. It creates this type of insatiable hunger, a loop that keeps you leading down this path that it promises it'll fulfill you. It says, just one more, and that'll be the one that fulfills you. But when you finally reach that one more, when you finally reach that promised destination, you realize that you just want more and more and more and more. You keep spiraling down this loop. So shifting your mindset to more of a long-term view of life really helps you put everything to more perspective. You realize that life is a long-term journey. It's not right now, everything has to happen right now simultaneously, which in the grand view of things, it could all be happening simultaneously. That's a different rant. But what is going to fulfill you more? Say, publishing a book that takes you a year to write and edit, or publishing a blog post on your website that took you 30 minutes to write and edit. The more time and energy that you put into something, naturally, the more you're going to appreciate what you created and the better quality it's going to be. And I know that this is true for me. When I started to write, pretty much from start to finish, when I wrote, edited, and self-published my first poetry book, You Know Who You Are, that was about a year journey. And I know that I definitely had a lot of doubts and lacked a lot of patience along the process through this whole journey. And through this year-long journey, through this whole process, there were absolutely moments where I thought I was going to give up, where I completely lacked patience. I wanted it all to happen right now, immediately. I wanted to take shortcuts and publish it as soon as possible because I wanted to get it out into the marketplace and see what people thought. But I realized that I'd be sacrificing quality, and I wanted to make a piece of art that I thought was truly amazing and that I put my all into. I used to be a very impatient person, and this journey of writing and publishing my own book really taught me patience better than anything else in my life. It taught me that if I wanted to do something of worth, of great value, like writing a book, it was going to take my undivided time and effort for maybe 9 months to a year. And I knew that this is something that I was fine with because I had a burning desire, I had a burning passion to do that. And not everybody has that same burning desire and passion to write and publish a book, but everybody has that for something, whether it's making music or learning a new instrument or painting. It's something that you have that really fuels your inner fire. It'll be something that you can be patient with along the process. And I'm now able to, now that I have this newly developed, newly acquired skill of patience, I'm able to apply it into all aspects of my life. I know that patience has really helped me with interpersonal relationships, which is something that I used to struggle with a lot, and has also really greatly helped me with my relationship with myself. I used to think that change was something that could come immediately, but this idea of a magic pill, so-called, is both unreasonable and unfulfilling. Through the past 2 years, by working daily to improve myself, really becoming in love with the process of personal development and spirituality, I've realized that the greatest gains and achievements come through consistent action. They don't come immediately. And when you're detaching from your goal and you're patient in the process, you really feel like you've already achieved your goal right now because you're truly present in the moment, which is really all you ever want because you realize the real perfection of the present moment as it eternally is. And I realized that I couldn't expect to cut out all my bad habits, which is something that pretty much took me 2 years to do. And this journey has really made me far more grateful for the improvement that I made on a personal level because I now get to see myself where I am now and where I was 2 years ago. It's kind of like climbing a ladder. I was down here and I was up here. And this ladder is never ending on either side. It can go as low as you want it. It can go as high as you allow it to go. There will never be a ceiling on it unless you give yourself your own ceiling. And something that has really showed me how to break through my boxes and stop putting labels on myself is meditation. And that has helped me, has really been essential in my ability to practice patience and become more patient. I will never stop talking about how much meditation has positively helped me because I know truly deep down that it can help anybody. The only person that is stopping you is you. The only thing that's stopping you is all these stories that are in your mind on repeat and that you choose to believe. The only obstacle is letting your mind take control of your life instead of taking back control, taking back power. If you can't sit down for five minutes, if you can't sit down for 5 minutes and do nothing but breathe, which I used to not be able to do, I could only sit there for about 2 minutes until I got too impatient and stopped. I was like, well, this isn't even working anyways. Let me go watch Netflix or scroll through Instagram. And it really shows that you lack patience. I really used to lack patience so much. That was one of my biggest weaknesses, and it was something that I knew I needed to work on. And you don't have to be able to meditate for 30 minutes. That's definitely unrealistic if you've never meditated before, but even doing 3 to 5 minutes a day, every single day, can help change your mindset in a positive way, which will then in turn positively affect your life. And when I say every day, I pretty much mean every day. Taking a day off doesn't really do you much, especially when it's just 3 to 5 minutes a day. Everybody has 3 to 5 minutes a day that are free. Think about how much time you spend on social media, the hours you spend on your phone, the hours you spend watching TV. Can you spare 3 to 5 minutes meditating, sitting down doing nothing? Maybe not. And understand that the benefits of meditation aren't going to come overnight either. You can't expect to meditate once for 5 minutes, then wake up enlightened the next morning. Everything is perfect. The sun is shining like it always has. Blah, 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 blah. Life doesn't work that way. If the goal is really worth it, it's going to be hard. If it's not worth it, it's not going to be hard to achieve. And it took me about a month of meditating daily every single day to really start and feel the results in my life. And that might not be the case for everybody. It might be quicker for some people, take longer for other people. But don't just tell me that, oh, meditation didn't work for me. I tried it twice. It just doesn't work like that. That just means that you lack patience, you lack discipline, you lack a long-term view of it. If it's not something that you like to do, if you don't like to meditate, don't do it. Don't force yourself to do it just because I say it or because other people say that it's good for you. Do it because you truly want to do it, and if you don't want to do it, find stuff that you truly want to do. I meditate because I truly love to do it. If it feels like a chore to you, don't do it. That's not the point of it. The point is to find something that you truly love to do. If you're truly present in the moment in whatever you're doing, whether it's writing, making music, making a video, painting, that's pretty much the same thing as meditating. You're being mindful, you're in this flow state, you're present in the moment like I feel like I am right now. And I'm just trying to give you methods that really I use that really help me to overcome various mental health issues and really not knowing myself and loving myself to finding inner peace and self-love that I really lacked in my life. I really lacked this essence that I really feel makes up every single one of us as spiritual beings. And understand that these didn't come overnight. I didn't used to feel this way about myself and about life. But through taking action consistently and practicing patience, they come slowly but surely. And I want you to understand that no matter how poorly you may be feeling right now, there's always a brighter tomorrow, and there's always very small actions you can do right now that will add up, that will accumulate into a brighter tomorrow. We don't want to believe that we should have to wait for anything. Trust me, anything great takes time to manifest. That's really just how life works here on this earth. That's really all it is. And we can see this in all aspects of nature. Do you take for granted the fact that the universe is over 14 billion years old, billion with a B? You are maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years old watching this. 14.4 billion years old. That's such a crazy time scale that you can't even fathom what that even means. Don't take for granted how long life is. The universe is crazy, but 14.4 billion years honestly just astounds me. And the earth itself is about 4 billion years old, but you can't wait 2 weeks for that new phone to come out that you think you need to have it right now, right now, right now, right now. I want it right now, right now. Well, right now is all there is. Right now is all there ever will be. All you've ever been is right now, right here in this moment. But when you tell the universe that you don't like what's happening right now, you're basically telling the universe that this present moment isn't good enough for you, when you're usually not even in the present moment. You're usually just in your mind, basically attached to all the thoughts that are going on through your mind. And when you begin to practice patience, when you begin to detach and see more clearly the tricks and the lies that your mind has been playing to you and telling you on repeat, you really begin to kind of pass the test that this life is set up for you. And I really believe that this life is a test, like a series of tests in every single moment, and patience is a test in itself. Ask yourself this question: how patient are you? Give yourself a rating on a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being having zero patience, 10 being the most patient person in the world. And I used to be around a 0.9, absolutely had barely any patience. And I would say now, proudly, I'm at about a 6.3. I know I still have a long way to go, but I practice patience every single day. I understand how far that I've come on this journey, and I'm truly grateful for the progress that I've made in the past 2 years. And I know 2 years from now, my goal is maybe to be at an 8.4. 5 years from now, I think I could probably be at a 9.9. I don't know if I'll ever reach the 10. That would be a little crazy. But I know that none of this would have ever happened if I had lacked patience. If I had just gave up when the results didn't show immediately, I don't know what I would be doing now. Maybe I'd still be on the downward spiral that I was on 2 years ago when I was facing depression and anxiety. And that's not I know that's something that I never wanted to face again. And I'm really truly grateful for just not giving up and having patience to know that there was another side for me to come out. Basically, I was cocooned in there and now I'm basically sprouting into a butterfly. Wow, that just got, I don't even know where that came from, but to not have that. But that is hilarious. But yeah, most of us lack patience. Patience is really a skill that you develop through knowledge and experience, and I don't really think it's something that you're born with. It's something that you acquire over time. Stop expecting everything to come to you right now. It's not going to come to you on a silver platter. It's not. If you don't like that, go watch another video. Probably probably somebody funnier than me. Nah. But all great things take time to develop. If you want to write that next book, if you want to make that next great album, really anything you want to do, practicing patience will take you a far way and it'll make you have more fun on the journey. It'll make you more relaxed and just in the moment, in the process. And I believe that patience is one of the most valuable skills that you can develop. You can do it right now. All that now is all there is. You might as well be patient and relax because I mean it's always getting better, but it's basically like a roller coaster ride. And so say you're on a roller coaster ride, do you think that you're going to be impatient? Are you waiting for the end of the ride just so you can go on another ride? I mean, that's pretty much what life is. You're on a roller coaster ride right now, and maybe you might be on one of those, the parts where you're upside down in the loop. I mean, I don't really like roller coasters. That they're okay. But maybe you're on one of those parts in the upside down, and it's going pretty slow, so you're like, wow, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. But you'll gain the momentum and go and go, and the ride will just continue. The ride always continues. There will always be another ride, but do you want to waste the fun that you're having right now on this ride just because like you're waiting for the next ride? If you're at Disneyland, are you going to be caught up thinking about the one ride you want to go on when there are hundreds of rides there, each have their own fun? They might not be the exact ride that you want to go on, but then again, would you be content just riding one single life for your entire life on repeat? It would get a little boring. So the point of this life is to really understand the whole variety of it all. That was an absurd rant. I'm going to end it there. Remember, be kind to yourself. You know who you are. My name is Ari. If you like this video, you're probably still not watching by now, but if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. I'm going to be making a lot more absurd content like this. You probably won't like it, but maybe you will. Yeah, so have a great day. Peace.